And gentlemen, we are back. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see if this will actually capture like it's supposed to. Have I got anything? I do not. Ah, there we go. Finally, at last. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back this fine evening. Streaming a bit of Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Hail, Arid Hail, Red Phelan. Good to see you, my dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally headed back to the moon. After God knows how long. And it is about fucking time. I'm gonna drop that shitty shield. Yes! So we are going back to the moon at last. Which I cannot say just how happy I am about that. As a massive space nerd chat, like this is a dream come true for me. Hopefully everything is capturing properly. Should be. Am I still overweight? I am still overweight. Okay. Wait, do I have the... I do have the carry weight ring. Okay, we'll use that. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. Leave the dungeon and do whatever else we need to do. Ah. Hey, moon mission. Hell yeah. I need a pickaxe for that. I will come back here later, at some point, probably. Mine. Junk. That way is the way out. But how are you all doing this fine evening, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, one sec. Ein moment, chat. I need to ping the Discord. Okay. There we go. Okay. Chat explodes. Okay, we'll be fine. Oh man. I actually forgot that was today for a while. And I am very, very happy that I remembered, because Aridhale told me. Alright, let's get out of the Blood Lake. Go dump our junk. I may not stream super long today, ladies and gentlemen. But I will try to at least get an hour worth of streaming in and give you all something to watch if you want to, girls. Points available. Level up. We want. Probably... Let me check for something real quick here. Check armor and weapons. For this, we need endurance. So we're gonna need to level up endurance. Put... So 7 endurance, 6 strength. Let's go with 6 spirituality. So 7 strength, 6 spirituality, and that gives us a good boost to magic and the ability to use shields properly. And then we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna grab... One there, and... one here. Restore weird soul power. That up. That. Stash the junk we've picked up, because we've picked up a lot. Bear's Paw will keep. Paring Sword will keep. I'm gonna dump that. Keep that. No, actually I'm not. I'm gonna put that away. I don't need the spear out. I don't intend to poke anything right now. We don't need the chestplate of the last man on us at the moment. Ooh, all of that's got me excited. Quests. I'll need to steal something for her. Barrack. Ah, I know exactly where to go for that particular quest. That'll be fun. Also, we're gonna probably need to switch out that relic on that spear. Remind me to do that, chat. We'll get around to that later. It has been a long day, chat. I have had to do many things, which has been mostly boring with some small... Oh. Let's get 1, 2, 3. Can I get another one? I cannot. Let's switch that out, because we don't need to dismiss anything right now. Eat that weird spawn, please. The Artemis 2 launch was amazing, Sandy. It was great. I have not been this excited about something in that part of just, like, the universe and everything in a long time. It is so cool. So cool. I am a huge proponent of space exploration. I really like the idea of us finally, you know, doing something with that again, so this is like a dream come true for me. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to do that. Oh, that's a four-dweller night. That's not good. Yeah, I am super pumped. Me too. I was so sad when the space shuttle mission stopped before my kids could experience it. Yeah. Like, I have followed Elon Musk's whole exploration stuff for a long time because didn't really see NASA doing too much besides sending up the 9,000th robot, and now that they're finally, you know, getting back towards actually doing stuff with space exploration, I am super pleased. I had a next-door neighbor who worked on stuff for NASA back in the day, and he would tell all these stories about like how a lot of that worked, and it was just very depressing. Oh my god, Sandy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. It helps a ton. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Sandy. Yeah, I am super tickled pink with the Artemis launch. It looks amazing. I heard a lot of stories growing up from the people around me who were like around, because my grandfather worked on Cape Canaveral, at Cape Canaveral, on some of the original stuff there. Didn't stick around for like the actual like moon missions, but he was there earlier on. And he had some stories about the people there And then, you know, my next-door neighbor worked for NASA for a bit, so he had some very interesting stories, too. And honestly, a lot of it was, like, really depressing, because you'd, like, you know, you'd hear about NASA getting used as the piggy bank for a bunch of other agencies, and it didn't seem like anything was happening to actually make them really functional until relatively recently. And I am just very glad that they're finally getting the funding and the direction they need to do something. And if we can get some proper space exploration going again, that will be one of the best things to happen for humanity as a whole. It's just so freaking expensive. Yeah. Like, it is just... To go to space at all requires an absolutely absurd amount of funding and a very large amount of just having the right people as far as, like, skills and know-how that we didn't really have for a long time, because those people would go to NASA, get frustrated, and leave, and then go join SpaceX. Because they couldn't get anything done. And now, it seems like, for a little bit now, we're gonna actually have a space program that does stuff, which is fucking amazing. He says as he bakes a bunch of food in a video game. Okay, let's do that. Any leader who thinks space exploration is not a priority is a moron. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Not only from a strategic, you're literally taking the high ground for the planet, but also because you are, from the moon, able to do so much from a just further exploration, resource acquisition standpoint that is just awesome. In the truest sense of that term. It does breed massive innovation as well. Like, most of our really cool advanced technologies that we have now were born from the space race. It is not something we were like, oh, we're just gonna cook this up in the 1950s and never do anything with it. No. Like, it was cooked up specifically because we were doing space race related shit, and it has been probably one of the greatest boons for humanity as a whole, period. Okay. I am incredibly pleased with this. Not only that, but Elon's been like, hey, we're still doing the Mars thing, but we need to kind of focus actually doing the moon first a lot more right now, because it's a lot easier to achieve that goal than, hey, we're going to Mars. We can get to the moon, which will be a good jump off point for everything else, which is really, really important to understand. Because the thing with going back to the moon is not just you're using the moon to get, helium-3, bunches of other stuff, and bases. You're going there primarily as a jump-off point to everywhere else. Because it's easier to build stuff in high orbit and put stuff up there and then transport it elsewhere than it is to build it here. Like, getting people up, that's a little bit of a problem. It is definitely not going to be easy for us to get a bunch of people up there, but once you have facilities and whatnot up, it's going to be a lot easier because you don't have to fight gravity anymore. Exactly. Exactly, Sandy. I would imagine you know a lot more about this stuff than I do, but I'm just, I'm sitting over here nerding out because it's cool. Not to mention, it does great things for just... It'll be important for other reasons, more like socio-political reasons, because once you get a functional, basically New Frontier opened up, it will change a ton. Also, I need to do this because it's a new month. Here you go, chat. It's a good start. Just need a few astrophages and we're all set. Yeah. The other thing we're really going to need to do is, like, you know, actually really... One second. Yes. The other thing we're going to need to really do is, like, try and work on getting some orbital shipyards set up soon-ish. Which, that'll be... Yeah. Yeah, we'll stop... No, here's the thing. I am not gonna try and tell people that it will solve everything, you know, so we're still gonna do all the stuff humanity has done since the dawn of time. Human nature will not change because of this. What it will do, at least in my personal theory, is that what it will do is hopefully provide certain safety valves for mankind and allow a new age of basically the Wild West. That's what I'm hoping for. Avalon.
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here...
Bend over, hail good sir.
Do you have any food?
And who precisely are you?
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food?
This is basically me whenever one of my, you know, brothers is like, hey, can you come work on this thing? Do you have food? And then usually the answer is yes. And here's the other thing. A lot becomes possible once you have orbital-based infrastructure as far as, like, manufacturing that we don't have right now. And that's what really has me excited. Maybe the big divide will shift to thinkers versus dum-dums instead of a class divide. I'm all for that, and by dum-dums, I mean intentionally ignorant. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, dear.
I
yes,
personally suspect...
That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat.
Here you go. I suspect it'll be something more similar to, as far as, like... Now, not in the way it's depicted in the show or the books, because the books were written by people who are a little, how do I put this? They were written by upper middle-class white liberals who, whenever they think working-class people, they think immigrants. So, I'm not going to get into my Expanse demographics rant right now, but I think you'll see something at least somewhat similar... kind of, sort of, to the Expanse. Kind of. Emphasis on kind of. Let's give him something decent. Here you go.
Thanks. I'll be forever indebted to you. But don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells. Or, you know, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom. I'd rather you choose wisdom. I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare feet.
He had a Lego moment, is what he's saying.
Much better. Time for a nap. Oh, except...
I've met a knight who's convinced that he's been cursed.
Oh, how terrible. And he's stuck somewhere, afraid to leave his safe spot, I presume? Poor soul. As far as abysmal living conditions go, I'm starting to think my cave might not be so bad. At least I can leave whenever I please.
Be safe, Sandy.
Not that I would ever want to.
Drive fast, take chances, use your road rage if you have to. Okay. Yeah, the other big thing is you're starting to see an uptick in, and this happens around basically every major time period of like great expansion. You're starting to see the cultural pendulum swinging away. You can see this with movies like Project Hail Mary, some of the other stuff that's been coming out recently. You're starting to see the cultural pendulum swing away from the hyper-nihilistic, hyper, grim, just dour, anti-human way of looking at the universe, and back towards a more positive, hey, we're actually going to be doing shit again kind of thing, which I think will be very, very, very cool. And it'll be interesting for what I kind of do over here, because I talk about pop culture. Pop culture might actually, if we, start having a more positive view of life, the universe, and everything, actually be improving. Maybe. We'll see. Great. Maybe you'll stop complaining so much.
I wouldn't count on it.
Didn't you hear what I said about him being cursed?
Yes, I heard. I just didn't find it immediately relatable. Anyway, the curse. And how does it manifest?
Oh, that's sad. He said it keeps trying to kill him.
Well, if it hasn't succeeded yet, it's either a lousy curse or... Tell me, how does he act? Does he seem incapable of focusing, prone to outbursts, muttering to himself, stubborn as a mule?
That sounds like him.
Well, it isn't a curse at all. It's an ailment of the mind that forces the afflicted to seek meaning where there is none, and then base their life decisions on what they find. In extreme cases, such a person can, for example, starve themselves to death, or kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way. It's not a pleasant condition, but it's treatable.
What can I do?
You need to take a Grindelows tooth, powder it, mix it with sage, and pour the disgusting result into some alcohol. Give it to him and say, I don't know, something along the lines of, with the power of nature, I've released you from the power of the evil eye. Nature closes the eyelid of the eye to reverse the flow of negative energy from... something like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in the name of the poor sod at the end and you should be magically cured.
And how, precisely, can I be sure that this will make him better?
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since the curse isn't real, the ritual to break it also isn't real. It's all purely symbolic. But it works better if the one who performs it believes in the power of the spell. If you do it poorly, the knight might sense your insincerity, and his reaction could be unpredictable.
Okay. Right, we know what to do now. Also, have I gone out? I have not gone out along this edge. We're gonna do some swimming, chat, real quick. Let's see, can I get the bug to trigger? They may have patched it already. No, I can't. Maybe it only triggers in Guanacht. I think it only triggers in Guanacht. Have my small horde of minions chasing me. That's always good to see. Is there something up here I should be looking for? Seems intentional. I mean, it could be something that was just cut, but it looks intentional. It was placed there for a reason. Oh, yes it is. Oh my. There is a cave here. Where does it go? I haven't been in this one before. This is new to me. Pretty sure. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. It's mostly empty. I'm surprised I have not found this before. I have played this game for many an hour, and yet this is the first I'm seeing of this. Huh. I wish I could hold my breath that long, chat. It would be great. Well, that's probably not true. I can hold my breath for a good long while. It's just holding my breath while doing things. That's where it gets tricky. Okay. So, I've got the village. The village. Right. Quests. Lost things. We have that. We have the Silk Road. Ruinbroch. Right. Time to go below a tunnel. Open. Okay. We're going to want to remove that. I think it's the same base damage. Yes, it is, but this has bleed. Gibbs, please. Let's put that on there. Cursed Blood Blade. Let's put that on there. Because lifesteal is OP, chat. Always remember. You get an opportunity in any video game to have the ability to do lifesteal damage. Do so. You could thank me later. Okay. Fire arrow. Oh, they gave me 11. She gave me 11 of these. Which means I can do that. And now you get to meet one of the weirdest, funniest, and most retarded characters in the entire game. You're welcome, chat. I will inflict him upon you shortly. A longsword. Lower. Rumpelt Finini.
Yes? Who are you? Did Albert Albertus send you? I've told you 1,000 times I'm not leaving. This place is perfect for me. At last, I have the space to explore the limits of culinary delights. You'll never understand, you bunch of cabbage heads. Your taste buds have long been dulled by fried cheese, fried fish, and oil. Oil everywhere, the goddamn oil.
Well, this is unexpected.
Oh, so you're not one of Albert's yes men. I hope you'll forgive this egregious lapse in my manners. I never thought that after the entrance was buried, anyone unfamiliar with my situation would find their way here. But first things first. My name is Rumpelt Finini. I used to be the most renowned chef in Camelot, but now I am an outcast. Doomed to forever search, misunderstood by plebeians with no taste.
I still do not understand what you're doing here.
I've discovered, no, I've reached the limits of taste. And when I gazed into that abyss, I realized that all my past efforts were doomed to fail. You see, the logical conclusion of creating the most delicious food is something that flips the pleasure of eating on its head and brings it to the other side. Food so delicious, so extraordinary, that the pleasure turns into pain. Because, you see, it's only through pain that we can truly reach pleasure. Now, listen carefully.
That is a deeply Slaneshi thing to say.
Please.
It sounds revolting.
Perhaps, but it's not supposed to sound. It's supposed to be seen. For what is virtue if you don't first know vice? This experience is meant to embody
I think you got them
the
backwards
essence
there,
of
buddy.
flavor transgression. culinary norms and rules, oh, they're nothing but simple amusements for the masses. Limitations meant only to expose the cracks within them. Why don't you try it yourself? Though I must warn you, there's no turning back from this path. Once you've tasted the effects of my culinary transgression, nothing will ever be the same. Here's the recipe for my sour herring with cheese. The ingredients are for you to obtain. It must be your own path. Just remember, it requires a special herring.
A special herring.
If I recall correctly, a good fishing spot was... Here, I've marked it on your map. My acolyte of culinary delights.
The captain of the Horns of the South wants to get in here.
Does he now? Why? I don't offer paid lessons, and I certainly don't run the garrison's kitchen. I can't think of any reason Captain Hubert would send his men here.
Captain Brandon.
Sorry?
Captain Brandon is the current captain of the Horns of the South.
Oh, a change in command then. Interesting. I do hope Captain Hubert is well. He was very kind to me when I stayed at the Keeper's Fortress.
Oh, buddy, do I have bad news for you? How long precisely have you been trapped here?
Oh, dear, I could ask what year it is, but honestly, I don't find it terribly important. I finally found my place and purpose. Time holds no meaning for me. Rules are meant to be broken.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ, man. What have you been doing in here? Oh, God. What is this? Okay. Yeah, he's special, chat. He is, probably undead. Probably. Or an immortal by sheer dint of just being weird. Look who it is. Speak of the devil, Grizzled Entertainment, how are you, good sir?
And I need you. And I miss you.
Oh, God. God, that meme. Hello, Grizzled. How are you, good sir? It's been a long time. How's your day going? Did you see the moon mission launch? Does it excite you? Does it horrify you? Does it fill you with dread or perhaps joy? Perhaps a mixture of the two? Or did it, as with me, fill you with a sense of exaltation and hope for humanity? Speak up, good fellow. Tell me. I must know. Do you feel as I feel? Alright. How you doing, Grizzled? 100 days on sour herring and cheese, Horns of the South, try not to sneeze. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but as my grandfather would say, I can make a rhyme any time for a nickel or a dime. Arid Hale is probably having PTSD right now. Okay. Figured we could be on the planning phase to get to Mars by now. We are, technically. Things are good. Things are good overall. I'm not doing great, but overall things are doing pretty good. A lack of pain meds has made things interesting, so. If the stream ends early, chat, I apologize in advance. But there's also the small matter that I'm pretty sure I either have allergies or I am picking up a cold. And considering that I have started feeling rather under the weather for the last couple of days, I'm pretty sure that it is a cold. Thank you, doggy. That gives me more materials to craft with. But I shall attempt to make sure that the stream lasts a good while. Be entertaining. Be funny. Chat just looks at me and is like, yeah, buddy, we hate to break it to you, but you're never funny. That's fair. That's perfectly fair. Okay, let's get this chest open. Might be a combo of both. Could indeed. Alright. Oh. I need to... Oh, hi. How you doing? Eat him, please. Yes, we are fully into our Dreadlord phrase of this character. I am using summons and sword and board. I have become the master of the army of the dead. I'm like Aragorn, but you know, less cool and not going to live 100 years probably. After I get my turn. Oh god, chat. We should talk about that probably too. The god awful rumors surrounding the Lord of the Rings game. That's one that just has me going, huh, more than anything else. Because there's 3 big rumors going around right now. That it is either the people who do Tomb Raider that are going to be doing it, which, if that's the case, please no, stop, don't, come back. Or it's going to be KCD2's studio, was one of the rumors I heard. Which just sounds like a terrible idea. Because, yeah, their recent track record is not as good as their old one. Tomb Raider people would be worse, I think, by a lot. But yeah, KCD2, not so big on that either. Because Warhorse ain't the Warhorse that made KCD1. Like, look, I get you had to do it to make your publisher happy, but, yeah, there were black people in medieval Bohemia at that time period. They would have probably been, you know, killed by the local populace because they would have thought they were demons because it's, you know, medieval Bohemia. Yeah, I won't get into a full, like, you know, Moose is a retarded character and shouldn't be in KCD2 rant, but yeah, that does not fill me with hope and optimism for if they get their hands on that game.
Honestly, I'm not a week. And don't worry.
Oh, I need to make him his potion. Dohoy hoy, I'm retarded. Chat, 1 second. We must make the man his potion. Where can I... Thank you. Place. Fuel. Alchemy. Disgusting potion. Disgusting potion. I need a Grindylow tooth, which means I need to go, that way, towards Archspire. And I shall sick the dogs on anyone that annoys me. But yeah, this is what our character looks like right now. We're going full, like... full necromancer. Death Knight. It's gonna be cool. Hi. Okay. Yeah, that is one project that I kind of wish will die stillborn, because that just seems like such a not great idea. Come on, hit me. Hit me, you bastard. Yeah. Except, in this case, I'm more Ash than the Evil Dead. Considering I'm able to... I'm hunting down the monster, saving the kingdom, and, attempting to save the world. And it's gone. Alright. Remind me, chat, that when next time we fight a Dryad in this game, I need to sick my dogs on him. Okay. back towards the knight. He's gonna be right here. Thank you. Must go faster. Make him his potion. Give him his potion. Get our reward. Get him out from under the bridge. Hello, my good fellow. I know what's going on with your curse.
Oh, please. Tell me quickly. I can already feel myself getting weaker. I don't have much life left in me.
Perform the ritual. Give disgusting health potion X1.
I'm feeling better already. Thank you, oh greatest of heroes. Please, accept this as a token of my eternal gratitude.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Indeed. What are you going to do now?
I don't know. Isn't it wonderful? I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The curse is gone, and there's a whole...
Shop smart, shop S-smart.
Maybe I'll go to Timberwall and become a mercenary. Or Farshire to serve the beautiful Queen Kincaid. Or, I know, I'll go back to Camelot and kill that Scarlet son of a bitch. Wish me luck, my friend. With your blessing, I'll take revenge on my foe. Oh, and I won't be needing this anymore. Take it, friend, and good luck for your journey.
He's gonna die. Can you imagine this game with a chainsaw? It would be hilarious. Probably extremely OP. That is a weird lantern. Those keep the weirdness away. They're kind of like my bonfires, but, you know, less derpy. Right, fast travel. We're gonna want to go... Or, actually, we're pretty close. We don't even need to. We can just go up around the edge here. Right. Forward, my minions. Let's go murder some people. I hadn't seen the Ash vs. the Evil Dead movies until fairly late in my life, but those are pretty good. I watched those the year before last. Whoa! No! No! God.
Hello, sir. May I know your ethnicity? I should like to call you a racial slur.
Oh, that sucks. Get yeeted off the edge of the map. That's always fun. Go eat him. I'll deal with the knight. Something large and thrusting. Okay. 1, 2. Worn Warpick. Guard Tabard. Ooh. Gladius. Great Bow. Pretty standard loot. What do we got out there? Anything too concerning, or just more of the usual? It looks like. 1, 2, 3. Also, I am not over encumbered anymore, so I can probably drop that. Maybe. Let's see. Yes, I can. One problem I do have with the summons in here is that they do get a little underpowered by the time you're into the late game. Okay. In some cases. But by that time, you're usually picking up the... That's not what I mean to say. Let me rephrase that. They get... Early on, your summons are not as strong as I would like them to be. And once you get to the late game, a lot of them are completely, like, just useless. Obsolete. I would actually like it if your summons skill leveled with you. Fuck. Words are hard, chat. Good lord. Alright. Okay, we need to go that way for no other reason than I need to discover what's in this corner of the map so that I can get the fast travel point that's up there, or so that I can do a bunch of other exciting and not so exciting things. Also, I need to steal some things. We need to perform the actions of an urban youth and gather whatever loot we may. We'll also need to go kill the bandits down there. We also got a job for Brock we're going to do tonight, which will be fun. Because that means we get to fight the bee lady. But there is a surprising amount of that kind of fan art of... You know what I'm talking about, chat. I know you do. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. Oh, you don't have any other weapons besides melee weapons equipped. You poor man. I'll take all of that. Where is the other dead guy? There he is. Okay, we're gonna drop a thing down here. Drop a bonfire. Gibbs. Get me up over that. Okay, there we go. Now we blocked. There we go. Fuel, stash, junk. This steel breastplate. Ooh, that's cute. Boots. Boots moving up and down again. Iron helmet. War pick. Don't need that. Hex bounce. Wand. Keep bear's paw in there. We're gonna put that away and that away. Keep that out. Dump the torch. Shield. Hexed bow. Light. Ooh, we'll keep that. Might prove itself useful to us later. Okay. Big main quest things to do, though. Namely, we're going to try and possibly kill someone very, very powerful that you will recognize if you're a fan of Arthurian legend. Yes, yes, yes. Once the pain meds fully wear off, I may have to cut the stream short, but hopefully that doesn't happen too soon. Okay.
Where do you think you're going?
I have a message for your leader.
Oh, really? Lying to Dalrita? You've got guts, but no honor. Lucky for you, I'm always willing to give people a chance to earn it back.
Come on. No.
It's been a while since someone bested me. I guess I really have gotten rusty. Still, a win is a win. You can pass through. Just don't do anything stupid. Fran's berserkers have even less patience than I do.
Okay, you creepy half Scottish, half Viking chick. Alright. Okay, we've got Uguay. This will give us a whole pile of quests we'll need to do here. Hurons. Alright, so let's have a chat with them once they all get up. Before that, though. Up towards the temple. We're gonna need to have a chat with, hopefully I'm not trespassing. I think it's late enough in the day I shouldn't be. Let me quick save. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, we're just gonna back right the fuck up and wait till daylight. Okay. Nope, not going up there until the cover of night has fully passed. That'll give us the chance to rest a bit and level up anyway. Also, we need to go down underneath this and hit the thing if we haven't. The words are hard. The ship with the relic in it. I'll take spirituality. We'll take that. Or wait, do I need... I think I need practicality a little bit higher? Or is it practicality or perception? I think it's practicality. Because that'll give me more crafting. Let's just stick with strength for the moment. Stick with strength, we'll do whatever else later. And then... got spirituality pretty leveled up as it is. I'm not too worried about this, except for the reducing the amount of mana my summons consume. That will be very useful. Less of that, more, you know, more ability to actually do things for longer is good. Are you off your gourd? Oh, wait, do I have to do quests down there? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Quests. Let me make sure I have that equipped. Just wait. Or actually, I need to go talk to What's-Her-Nuts. Yeah, I do have to do a quest.
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm starting a brawl.
Are you now? Hello, Vran.
Well, well. I never thought I'd see Mabon flat on her back. Especially no by the handy an outsider. Now, what business do you have that's so important?
Someone has a red-headed tomboy fetish, don't they? Yeah, I do. Okay. On tonight's episode of the author's barely disguised fetish, we have... Okay. I am looking for Captain Brandon.
So, you're after that snake, huh? I've been telling One Eye he's nothing but trouble. Sure enough, it didn't take long for another outsider to show up at my camp.
Your camp?
Sometimes I hate being right.
Now, milady, why would you be so angry that we have showed up? After all, we've been solving everyone else's problems for the last couple of hours.
That man doesn't have a single honest bone in his body. He came here to make deals with us. And who knows, maybe he'll stick to his word. But I don't trust him. Once a traitor, always a traitor, no matter who he's turning his back on. Still, I've sworn my loyalty to One Eye, and I'll stand by him to the end, whatever that may be. Anyway, he's at the temple, and before you ask, no, you can't get in unless you're ready to face my berserkers.
She kinda got stuck on the B part there, the berserker. Alright, can't you just let me in?
And why would I? This isn't Camelot's land anymore. The temple belongs to the Delrida now. As for this camp, it's mine's. And I don't trust strangers wandering around our territory. They rarely bring anything good with them.
What can I do for you to allow me in?
I'm not sure yet. First, I need to see if you're really as determined as you claim. I'm
Oh, I
not
tried
about
to
to
be.
share our secrets with somebody that's only half
Oh my god, her
committed.
Scottish accent's terrible. Okay. Fine, how can I prove it to you?
I've got a potion from Therov, made for my warriors. He claims his alchemy is better than what the Volker tribe has known for generations. The thing is, I don't fully trust his brews, so I need somebody else to test this one for me.
Is it dangerous?
That's for you to find out, isn't it?
Of course it is. Just give it to me.
Here, drink up. So, how are you feeling?
Still the same.
What the hell? Damn it, Therov. I wasn't expecting this. No gonna lie.
He gave me a magical potion of chicken speaking. What happened?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Just come sit by the fire with me. It should wear off soon. Feeling better now? Try saying something.
Quack.
Glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humour.
What the hell was that?
Exactly why I've always told Therov he's full of shit. He's chasing the impossible. I knew it wouldn't work, but at least the potion wasn't dangerous. I wasn't expecting you to just go along with it. No Voker would accept a potion like that from an outsider. You're really determined to enter the temple, aren't you?
Yes. Now, are you going to let me in?
No. I can see you're reckless, but I still don't know if I can trust you. Lucky for you, there's a rather delicate matter that needs handling. Turns out, I need some help for somebody who's no Del Rita.
What do you need?
One who wants to make nice with the keepers. Though if you ask me, no level in their precious pile of rocks to the ground is nice enough already. But he says that's no enough. He's looking to make a gesture of goodwill, show them we're not here to conquer but to forge an alliance against a common enemy. And he's put me in charge of picking out a gift to send to the Horns of the South.
Do you have any ideas?
I've got one. I sent some of my men to hunt down bandits and told them to collect an ear from each one they killed. I thought of Ugwi make them into a necklace, but apparently, stringing ears on a wire is beneath his pride as an Ulfrite smith. Think you could help me put it together and deliver it to the Horns of the South?
I don't think this is a good idea.
Look, I had my doubts too. Because for any Del Rita, a gift like this would have been seen as an insult. Like throwing their weaknesses in their faces.
They'd
But
see it
One
more
Eye
as a
always
threat.
says the people here are different for us. He believes they'll appreciate the protection once we settle in. The thing is, they don't trust us yet. And I doubt they'll just take our word for it. The ears are meant to show our commitment to the cause.
Oh, God. Maybe. Why can't you just do it yourself?
I'm a Voker. My horns are built for wielding an axe, not threading a needle. I never knew ears were so damn delicate. I tore 5 before I gave up. At this rate, we'd run out of bandits before I ever get the hang of it. Besides, I've got my horns full running this camp and keeping everybody from tearing each other apart over old tribal grudges.
Gifting someone's body parts isn't exactly well received around here. Well, that's not true. Maybe you're right.
Good. Because the last thing I need is One Eye pissed off at me for ruining his peace talks. Here's the ears and the wire. Can you put it together and take it to the Horns of the South? Once you're back, I'll let you into the temple.
I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. Let's have a chat with, Smithy Boy.
Getting restless. Oi, keep your hands where I can see them. You've got balls to come here, but one wrong move and you'll lose them.
I'm Concha's friend. Do you know him?
That son of a bitch. I once smacked him in the mouth after he tried to set his wolves on me. Bloody ghostly shite. You also play around with filthy magic like your friend?
Magic is useful.
Yeah, to cowards and wimps. If you use it, you're either one or the other. What are you doing here?
I want to enter the temple.
Then you have a problem. Because the temple belongs to One Eye now, and he told us to sit out here on our arses and make sure no one goes inside. So, you're not going inside. But I really hope you'll try. At least I can warm myself up by chopping off your head.
We don't need to fight, we can come to an understanding. Practicality 0. There's no way we win this one. Well, then I guess I'm mad.
Seems like it. Go see Vran. She might just make you one of her berserkers. You'd fit right in with those madmen.
Oh god, that was a horrific sight there. Okay. Can you tell me more about One Eye?
Our leader. And soon, the leader of all the Dariata. He doesn't piss about trying to make deals with Camelot. He fights for what we're owed with fire and iron. He will unite all the tribes, and then we'll march on the capital.
Yeah. Will the tribes want to follow him?
Right now, most of them have their heads stuck up their own arses. Even Ulfar, my own clan. It's sad to watch how they stay in their honor, but eventually they'll wake up. There's no other way. It'd be best if Darvhanar backed One Eye. Then most of the Dariata would follow.
Darvanar?
The leader of the Stone Wardens.
Stone Wardens.
Do you know anything about the tribes? Mater, bless me, for I will sin. Yes, the Stone Wardens, masters of working with weird stone and weird steel, the toughest materials on the damn island. As you can guess, I'm one of them. Or at least, I was until I started following One Eye. You'll find Doriata from all clans there, though most of them are Ulfrites, of course.
Alright. Let's get that open. I want to buy... Blood-soaked mask. Continue sword. No. Cranium Crusher, Old Steel Warhammer, Great Hammer. Ooh, 3,000. That's worth it. Be buying that later. Now we're just gonna have a look at what he's got. Okay.
Nothing ever happens. You bored or something?
Right. Let's go have a chat with Arthur and level up. Also, let's go discover this gate, because we need to do that. And I'm going to need to, like, walk down here. Check that, because we'll go do that quest real quick before we go too much further along the main quest. Agravain of the Hard Hand, stalwart knight, always at the forefront of battle, known for his iron will and unbreakable resolve. His legacy as defender of the realm is eternal. Right, let's take that and that. Let's get headed this way. There's a quest we need to do down here for the, I believe it's the Wreck of the Andraste quest, which I don't know if we have done that yet. No, we have not started that. We should go start that. Okay, well, let's go do that first. And then we'll hit the rest of this as time allows. I wish we got more, like, fully standing structures. It would be cool. I know they're going for a theme here with their whole, like, you know, oh, the world's in decline, everything's collapsing, but I'd like to see some more intact buildings. It'd be cool. That would be something they couldn't hope to make today. Have it be, like, made with really big stones. Do like, megalithic shit. The job is done, but I'm not sure what the captain was looking for Rumpolt.
Rumpolt? What are you talking about? You found someone alive in there?
More like undead, for some unknown reason. Seemed like a cook.
Wait, Rumpolt? The one who disappeared centuries ago? The chef obsessed with herring and cheese? It's Rumpled. Oh my god. I'm crying. But, well, a deal's a deal. Here's your cut. Honestly, I thought it was about the lost treasures of the Dauriata, maybe an army of undead berserkers, something that would end the world. You have no idea how scared I was of this job. And now you're telling me it was undead Rumpled. Alright, I'm feeling better now. Do you need anything else from me?
No, I don't think I do.
Keep your head...
Alright, let's get moving that way. That's a quest finished. Let's go deliver some bandit ears. Actually, I'm going to keep those because I might need them later.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
Handcrafting. Ear necklace. Certainly nothing bad will happen from me giving the big man that at all, ever. Oh. That's sad. I can't make anything stronger for now. I am too weak. Wreck of the Andraste time. We're gonna go find something cool, chat. Hopefully, if I can make it that far. The fuel in the old gas tank is getting rather light. Okay, let's go. Why do I have nothing in this? That's why, because I was retarded and started switching things out and I didn't replace them. Yes, that would be... that would do it. Okay, let's get... of course, 12. Flame Torrent. A Bartark's Calling. Two. There we go. Ooh, that bow's pretty. Magic, bows, magical bows. A lot to do as far as weapons go in this game. Many options. Options are always a good thing. Except for when they're not, but most of the time that doesn't matter. Alright, a word with... not you. You.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
What is this about?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Great to meet you. What are you doing here? Farshire?
By the All-Mother. Don't tell me you don't know what Farshire is. The largest duchy in the middle of the island, with the wise Lady Kincaid in power, who has a hold over the entire territory. Nothing? Oh, really?
Well, you could say I've been all tied up with other things. I can feel Aridale cringing from here. Okay, let's say I can't remember.
Farshire is one of the first duchies on Avalon. It is a beautiful land with lush fields, forests rich in game, and most importantly, the Wordstone mines in the west, the primary source of our wealth. Well, at least that's how I remember it. Now it's a mere shadow of its former glory.
That sounds about right. Weirdstone?
Oh, it's a rare and coveted material, necessary to create the sturdiest steel in the world. As you can imagine, dear, it used to be Farshire's greatest treasure, until the primordial fog took our minds.
Now I can't unhear it. Oh, this is killing me. All the actors are trying to do British accents. or Scottish accents, but they keep falling back into one of the other ones for some reason. And I think they hired multiple voice actors to do different characters. Oh, that tickles the autism. Not in a good way. A woman on the throne, that's interesting.
I know, child. I know. Everyone was surprised. Camelot turned up their noses at this for years. But after Lord Kincaid died and Aidan, Lady Kincaid's son, disappeared, the nobles of Farshire decided she could stay on the throne. Even if Aidan had been alive, she would still be ruling as a regent until he came of age. But between you and me, he wasn't a very bright boy. So she would have been ruling until her death anyway. Oh, we're lucky to have her. Difficult times require determined leaders.
This, boys and girls, is what we call not only foreshadowing, but in the video game business, DLC bait. Difficult times.
Worse than ever. Oh, the wordness is thickening, and the roads are getting dangerous and unpredictable. That's why I'm here, wandering Avalon looking for solutions. If I don't do this, who will,
You want to fight the weirdness. How, precisely, do you intend to do that?
You're probably wondering what a feeble old lady who can't even lift a sword could possibly accomplish.
No, I was wondering if you had a magic wand tucked up that sleeve of yours.
No, he had knowledge, and enough wisdom to know how to use it. Lady Kincaid wasn't happy when she found out about this idea, but all mother's mercy, I am her tutor. She cannot dictate what I do, no matter her standing.
Is there anybody who would help you, or could help you?
Oh, do you mean a family? Oh, I've never had time for such trifles. No suitor was ever more interesting than a good book, nor did any of them smell better either. And I've raised enough of other people's children to never wish for my own.
Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't have had kids. Okay, I can help you out. Tell me what you need.
Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
Possibly. This child needs to know the details first.
I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the wordness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. However, when I asked those nincompoops about it, they just laughed at me. They said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and even if it was, they wouldn't freeze their butts off in those chilly waters.
Tell me about this book.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper.
It does have some talking sim parts of it.
Keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But
it'd be better if she didn't talk quite so slow.
You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Sure. Fine.
And they say young people don't want to learn anything. Come on, chop, 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 get to reading.
We're skipping this part. I don't need to do this. I know where to go. I am going to skip this because I don't want to sit and talk to her for another hour and a half because she talks fucking slow. Okay, let's go kill a motherfucker. Inventory. Book. We're gonna go here. Okay, da 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 da. Okay, I can read this relatively quickly. It was not a good place, especially not for humans. The odd instruments used for God knows what, the signs written in a strange language, and that disturbing figure. To this day, the mere memory of it makes me shiver. And to think all of this was, and maybe still, is lurking so close to the horns of the south. If you ask me, they should bury the entrance to that mine and seal it up forever. I tried to convince Captain Lex not to take anything from those accursed chambers, but he wouldn't listen. The four-armed figure didn't look at all that much to me, but I could see how alluring it was to the captain. It reminded me of those strange menhirs I've heard about from the inland villagers, only not so impressive in stature. On the captain's orders, we threw the cargo into the hold and steered the isle towards the Isle of the Dead and its island asylum. Isle of the Dead. Writing these words and reflecting on everything that happened afterwards, I realized how cruel that name is. I was wrenched from my musings by a roaring sound, almost like a clap of thunder. It knocked me off my feet, flinging me at the mast like a rag doll. It took me a while to realize that something had hit the bottom of the ship, something huge. Water flooded the deck. People were running around screaming. Well, at least those who hadn't already been thrown overboard earlier. I had no idea what was happening. Did Nolly ram us into some rocks? Then came another blow, this time portside. That's when I saw her. Every sailor in the south had heard stories about the terror from the deep, and there she was. Her scaly body gleamed before my eyes for only a moment, but it was a sight I will never forget as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of the mast hit me in the head, and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, a twist of fate, or a whim of the monster. Why me? Was I chosen to tell this story? If so, that is what I shall do, and I humbly offer my thanks to forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. Okay. I need to go back in there and talk to her. I hopefully don't. Last voyage of the... Okay, done. Let's go talk to Dummy. Real quick, we can get this done quickly, please God. It shouldn't be that long. Yes. A figurine of a four-dweller.
That's right. According to El, were it small? Good. What?
Island Asylum.
Correct. Be very capped last.
Sea monster.
Yes, but if now. Oh, if only it go to the.
Right, actually, you know what? We can just completely circumvent that by just taking a hop, skip, and a jump out to this island right here. That one. Tally-ho. Basically just wind up like the scene from Men in Black 2? Pretty sure it's 2. Or he's just like, you know, he grabs the kid, moves him out of the way, and he's like, look, sweetie, I you know, I'd love to give you, you know, more time, but I got a world to save and very little time to do it in. So I'm gonna need you to, like, you know, go. Time to do an Isildur in the water. Right, there we go. Ah. One sunken ship later, we'll be fine. They're killing my Doge out there. Poor dog. That poor dog. Yes, yes, Wreck of the Andraste. Yes, yes, you're very clever. Now shut up. Oh, and Smuggler's Bay. That means we can do that quest, too. Cool. Okay. Here we go. Wreck of the Andraste. We're looking for a crate. Personal Diary of Captain Lex. Ages of Retribution. Cool shield. Okay, inventory. Shields. Bet it will be better. No, it's exactly the same. Ooh. Does look cool, though. I don't think that moveset is quite what they were actually hoping for, but I think it's just gone back to default, like, knife moveset instead of doing spear things. Slavic Studio chat, be patient with them. They're a little special sometimes. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we have that, we have that. I think we have everything we need off the ship. Is this on the thinky part? Can I make it down into that hole, or do I have to go around? Chat, I need a hole. A bigger hole. Okay. Is there anything down in here? I could have sworn there was something as far as box-shaped down here. Doombringer. Ah, yes, there was. There was the big hammer. The totally not Thor's hammer for legal reasons. But yes, it's basically Thor's hammer. Okay. Yeah, Doombringer, the big two-handed warhammer. Very cute. Sword? Shield. Oh, that sword is cool. I actually like that a lot. Wish they had an inspect button. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Place talk. Did you know about the Stone Wardens before?
I heard rumors. The Delrita chieftains spoke among themselves of the Stone Wardens they brought from the homelands. Yet when I asked, they had little to say. It seems their brotherhood has found a way to bend the weirdness to their will. That is good, I suppose. If you have the chance to learn from them, do so. We need every advantage to restore peace to Avalon.
Okay, inventory. Inventory books. Let's go. Pull this. Actually, I'll make sure I actually read that out loud so the Tut can hear. People. Books. Waters are strange, although we don't make long journeys. Our recent sailings were unbearably prolonged, as if the sea currents did not favor us in our dear Andraste. I thought I knew these waters. That, by the way, chat, is probably a Dragon Age reference. I thought I knew these waters like the back of my hand, and yet even an old sea wolf can be surprised, or something in the air. Hello, Rez. Good to see you. As the wind howled... How are you doing? Did you see the Artemis launch? Were you impressed? Was it cool? I don't know if that is your kind of thing, but I thought it was awesome. The storm has knocked us off course. We'll hit those rocks. If we are where I suspect we are, then we are lucky in all this misery. There should be a few caves not far away. With the rest of the surviving crew, we should be able to drag the cargo there. Pity about the Andraste, though. Right. Because I saw it, and I thought it looked awesome. But again, I am easily excited by cool shit like that. We're gonna want to cross that way. Wait, that's just the... Okay, that's strange. Wonder why the tree is glowing over there. I don't think it's supposed to be. A lot of drowners. Okay, go up. You take the high road and I'll take the low. Okay, Druidic Shrine. That gives us a point we can see easily. Oh. Seems that Coke bubble about Marathon's numbers finally burst. That game has had more spin around it than a bowl come loose from my lathe. Like seriously. Every time I hear about Marathon, it's either someone going, "Oh, it was shit and it flapped really hard," or it's the, you know, it's the usual suspects being like, "Nah, it's done great." It does seem to be finding an audience. Not the original Marathon fan audience, but it is finding an audience. Whether it'll be enough to keep it alive long term is anyone's guess. This is where we get a really, really cool sword chat. We have to go underneath the temple. Probably shouldn't be using third person very much when I'm underwater because it doesn't particularly... The game doesn't really look great when you do that. Okay. Got our cave. Cave! Let me make sure that let's put this here. Fuel, stash, make sure I don't have anything extra on me so I can carry any loot we find, because we're going to find loot. Definitely going to find loot. Definitely an N-word. Okay. God damn it, now you guys have me thinking about Ash versus the Evil Dead. Why would you do this to me? Chat! Grizzled, I blame you specifically. Go get him, Tiger. Kill that one. Go forth, my minions. Now I'm kind of wishing I brought the torch with me. Is there a thing back here? There's one somewhere here. It's the cope that main players were on Xbox and PlayStation. Well, the truth is it's not, so all that don't read Steam numbers, they're not reality for the game, was pure cope. Oh. Yeah. You notice they never actually, like, pull that particular excuse out if a game is doing well. Like, actually doing well. They only do that when they're having problems. Okay. Little alternate route to danger. Wine. Correct. Do I have ingredients for food? Do. Not a ton, but I have some. In fact, pretty hard into summoning at this point, which is a good thing. Barrel, blueberry, chest. There should be an old steel sword around here I can get out of one of the crates. Merlin's Thorn. Oh, that's one of the good spells. Check. Can I equip that? That needs 7 spirituality. This will give me, I suppose. I'm gonna actually unequip that, put that on. Get rid of those. And then resummon everyone down here. Oh. Yeah. Halo Studios 343 announced that they'll be using Halo Infinite assets for the Combat Evolved remake due to minimal resources. May all those who acted like Halo Studios was bringing change be shamed. How are they even gonna port resources from Halo Studios to... How are they gonna port those over to Unreal Engine? Like, how is that gonna work? Because I wouldn't think that would work. Remember, chat, we do not call it cowardice. We call it a well-developed sense of self-preservation. You actually had modders make actual revamped Halo Combat Evolved assets in the original CE design, and they looked great. Yeah, I don't think what they're probably doing with that is a great idea, because if you're just reusing Infinite assets, it's gonna look off. Like, Infinite's not the ugliest game ever, by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't imagine it's what a lot of people really are wanting for a Halo Combat Evolved look, because they have a different art style. Combat Evolved, in comparison to Halo Infinite, is much more... It's more minimalistic, it's not as busy. Whereas Infinite is... How do I put this without sounding like a complete asshole? Combat evolves in comparison to Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's art style is kind of there to appeal to the same people who think that the big RGB light show outside of like any tech expose is like, oh god, guys, it's like high tech. It's got bright, shiny lights. Like, that's kind of who that's for. Like, there are parts of it I do like, but you know, it's also got that like hyper tactical look. Yeah, 343 gave it the corporate sci-fi look. I don't dig that. If that's what they're doing, yeah, no. I'm good. I will continue to maintain that there are only 3 Halo games. And, well, there's actually 4. There's 4 Halo games. I count Reach, because I like Reach. And that's all that matters. And thus Reach is a good game. But yeah, no. No, that just sounds stupid. Why would you even do that? If you're gonna do that, why don't they just do it in Halo Infinite's engine? Why are they gonna do it in Unreal Engine 5? How would that even work? You're porting assets that probably take an entirely different... Yeah, no. No, that sounds really stupid. ODST is solid. Even if it is basically DLC. Nah, I would say it's a whole game. It's basically a whole game. It's got a whole story. It's got a lot of it. Yeah, it's got a lot of its own design. I would personally say it's its own thing. Personally. Although, for the time, yeah. What was the last, like, good thing from Bungie? We'll probably never get another good thing from Bungie. They got fat, they got lazy, chat. Now they don't want to work. Many such cases. Bungie's like, Marathon. You remember that thing no one gave a shit about, which is why we went and made Halo in the first place? Yeah, we're gonna go back and dig that up. But only for the name and nothing else. We're not gonna take the art style, which is kind of sad because it did have like this cool like diesel punk sci-fi art style. And them completely leaving that in the dust is disheartening. I thought there was a frickin' crate around here with an old steel sword in it. I could have sworn there was. Am I just misremembering? I don't think I am. Oh, there's one in the wall. Okay. Wouldn't be an open world game if there weren't a little bit of slob jank. Those. Groats. Got a badge. Lots of got a badge. It's more compelling narratively than 343's run. I would agree with that completely. Like, if you look at it in comparison to, like, Halo 4, 5, God, 5. I have never played 5 because they didn't release it on PC, and they will probably never release it on PC. But everything I've heard about 5, and everything I've seen from 5, is that that game is an abject abomination. Marathon could have worked. Make it like Deus Ex System Shock, Love Child with a single-player campaign and decently tight multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah. Make it more immersive semi? Would have been fine, but no, we're gonna do an extraction shooter. And considering how much they've changed it, at this point, they should just, for the love of God, make a new IP. Show that you have some faith in your own shit for once, game devs. Like, if you actually think your idea is that good, that you're gonna go and change an IP away from what it was originally, just make your own. It won't hurt you. And people will have more respect for you for going out and doing your own thing than they would have for you being like, hey, I'm just gonna go wear this IP like a skin suit. Like, don't. Just don't. Arthur, a word, sir. Did you know about the mission of the Andraste?
How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, then he had to die. You do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain formidable foes. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves.
Alright. Fast travel. That's that quest done, mostly. I'll have to go report to Dingus. It's like Kurtzman with his slop latch to Star Trek. Yeah. Well, they're doing it usually because they have an axe to grind, but I don't think they were doing it necessarily for ideological reasons. In this case, I think it was more just they're too lazy to come up with their own IP. Elaine. I've located the wreck of the Andraste. I didn't find a figure, but I did find the skeleton of a Four-Dweller.
Unbelievable. The book clearly described a figure like a menhir. Oh, no. I never thought it could be actual Four-Dweller. Probably one of the lost. Elvis never described him as a living, intelligent creature. More like a piece of furniture. So many years after the war, and the keepers treated him so callously. And there was so much we could have learned from him. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I was terribly wrong. I'd convinced myself that I would find what I was looking for on the Andraste. Oh, what a silly old goose I've turned out to be. Here, take these coins as a token of my gratitude. Although the knowledge you found is invaluable, you are a bright child. Who knows? Maybe you'll find a way to beat the wordness.
Maybe I will. Yeah! That's what I was saying earlier. Dragon Age. Oh, what a mismanaged IP. God. Acts of kindness. Lost things. Check my inventory. Journal. Herring and cheese. I need to steal a thing for her. Necklace to Fergus. From Hair No Face. We need to go see if we can kill him now. He is here. The Herald of Andraste. God. I haven't thought about that in a hot minute. I was actually talking about Dragon Age with a friend the other night. Got him. Yeah. Good boys. Okay. Let's go kill the bandit. Kill the bandit, kill the bandit, kill the bandit. Okay. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Who goes there?
Wait 1 second. Not that. I want Thundercall crystals. I have them.
That's all you've got.
Okay, let's switch that out for... Do I have... Other crystals, other crystals, other crystals. Not ephemerite. I don't want to use that. What about... What's the round one? I have a round one somewhere around here. I could have sworn I did. One of the round orby thingies. No, I guess not. Okay, I guess I misremembered completely. Okay.
I'll make you pay for that. That's all you've got. We'll make short work of you.
Spear to the forehead. Piercing Ember. The perfect ring for a warrior. Raven Crest Executioner. There we go. Quest complete. Let's level up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna want to go with... I think we're gonna go with Perception, maybe? No. No. No, we're gonna go with Dex. And then... I am gonna buff one-handed damage, because we've been buffing magic consistently for the last little bit here. Last guy on Killian's list is done. Okay. These down, got those down. Complete. Oh no, there's another one. Good stuff. Okay, that lifesteal is coming in awfully handy. Oh. We're also going to want to raid that while we can. And I'll have to fight bees to do it, I think. Okay. Good. I think we're good. What's a human sacrifice or 20 between friends? Fast travel point. Where do I want to go? Brockmela. We need to do that tonight. Wrap up some of the side quests anyway. That one. Lifesteal is useful on pretty much any build in any game at any time. I like lifesteal a lot. The right hands, it's very overpowered. It's part of the reason I like playing Zealot in Darktide. It functionally has lifesteal. Because as long as you're always killing stuff and you're always keeping your health to a certain level, you're very, very, very strong. Oh. This is a fun place. We will need to check this out later. Tomb of the Good Druid, and there is a fast travel point not far from here. Right there. There's a whole pile of things you can do there. Now we've got a big weirdness bridge spanning the chasm, because we actually did this in order and didn't merely cheese our way up into Brockmela beforehand, which is what I usually do. I love how this is basically the same mesh and texture from Skyrim, or the Hermaeus Mora quest. Right. In the Inquisition multiplayer, the Reaver class not only got strong by taking damage, but also had lifesteal. Aw, she was so beautiful and fun. Not as fun as Alchemist, but almost. Cool. I usually played Wizard when I played Dragon Age Inquisition. Yes, I know, I do that a lot in games. I like playing things with a splash of magic, but it's fun. I started like 3 characters, never finished, because it was just like, God, the bitch work. The endless, endless bitch work. Right. Let's have a word with the Ghost of Brockmela.
You, here. She is there. You will take the path. You will hurry.
Why do you torment Brock?
Brock, consort, traitor. Brock refused. The Queen's heart is broken.
What happened here?
Brock Miala. Home. Life. Life needs a home. We want to live.
Why has the Queen summoned me?
Every queen needs a consort. consort, you. The queen will love. We will all love.
Yeah, I'm not fucking a bug, bro. It's not happening. There you go. Pete, the Radical Nerd, 2026. I am not fucking a bug, bro. There you go. There is my quote for the century. Alright. It's not happening. You have about 5 limbs too many. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I know what happened here. The bugs ate the people. What was left of them. Yeah. Yeah, something fucky-wucky came out of the weirdness. And turned the village into a giant demonic beehive. Great. At least that is the conclusion I've drawn in every playthrough thus far. This is pretty much what it seems to be. Oh, you're one of those, Rez. Okay. May God have mercy on your soul. Well, you're about to see. Do you consider this shapely, Rez?
My knight, protector, you are here. I have waited so long for you.
Why have you summoned me?
This is my home. I need someone to bridge the gap between my home and the world. Someone to care for us. Our protector.
And what do you expect of me, my queen?
There is one who betrayed me. Brock. Once he was my consort. My chosen. My protector. He was mine. I entrusted him with the hive. With me. And he fled. Left me. Abandoned his queen. Such betrayal is unforgivable. It weakens us. Weakens me. Find him and silence his song. Do this, and I shall reward you. The hive shall reward you. Now go, end this discord.
Verdict, Rez. I require one. It will inform what choice I make here. What the side effects are? She gives you a sword if you kill Brock, but you get the same sword from Brock if you kill her. She gives you Queen's Jelly, which, yeah, I'm not asking where that comes from. That will, it restores 100 health, mana, and stamina. Yeah. But you can get 10 of those if you just kill her and take it from her anyway. So yeah, those are the side effects. The moral side of things, though, is that if you listen to Brock's side of the story, which we have talked to him, there is a... I haven't agreed to anything yet. There is a...
I have expressed... You must...
There's a whole story where she basically crept... She was a bunch of monsters. She and her horde were a bunch of monsters that crept into the village out of the weirdness one night, made a devil's bargain for him, and he was like, ah, hell no. He left, and she wiped out his village. That's his side of the story. Which, considering the gripper there, I tend to agree with Brock, kinda. Like, she has extra legs, chat. That kinda, no. No. I don't like where that's going. Queen's Jelly, say less, brother. Endless supply from Hive Mommy, let's go. Oh, God, Rez. Well, I haven't actually, like, full-on sided with her before. We can do it. We'll be a bad guy for once. I will fulfill it, my queen.
Then go forth into the world, and do not fear, my knight. My will shall always be with you.
Yeah, no, look, Rez, I like you, brother, but seriously. No, do the moral decision. We're gonna go have a chat with Brock, and then we'll come back and murk her. Probably. Yeah, no. Ugh. I will not be a simp. I will not murder the innocent man for the bathwater. We are not doing that. We are not gonna murder our bro for the e-thought. But I will go talk to Brock beforehand so we can hear his side of the story, because I think that will be cool for you. Also, he gives us armor, if I remember correctly. Unless I already have it, I'll have to check my inventory. You can fix her, bro. I really... Game? Video game? The Gate video game. Oh, it bugged. Of course it did. Great. Oh, this door. Look, chat, we get a little retarded sometimes. It happens. To the worst of us. Which I am. Okay. Brock, a word, please, my brother in Christ. We need to talk about your ex-girlfriend. She's crazy, and she wants me to murder you. I don't want to, but I do want to have a conversation with you. Drowner, please go away. We are not going to be a simp for the weird bug lady. Right. Brock, a word.
Not good. Very not good.
Oh, wait, we've already had that conversation. Okay. Okay, well, actually, if we've already had that conversation on the previous stream, we'll just reload it back right here and gank her. Everybody's up. Weird soul power charged. Is it a cheap shot? Yes. Don't worry, I've got a straitjacket for her protection. She's crazy, and brother, I'm ready to enter the asylum, if you know what I mean. Oh god. I think you're gonna need a bit more than a straitjacket. I think you're also gonna need, like, you know... killer summon. That'll knock her ability to really hurt us down a little bit, and then... Inventory. I need... fire. Burn this void spawn and send it back to the abyss. Yeah, I remember now. We had that conversation last stream. Oh, balls. He's too close to me. Burn, a vile bug man thing. Oh. Oh, I didn't time that properly. Okay. We'll do this again, but with proper prepping before. Proper planning which will prevent piss poor performance, hopefully. Hopefully. Well, game. Right here. We'll quick save right there, too. So that we can kill the weird bug creature. Okay. There we go. Do I have a... My tastes are not vanilla. I enjoy danger-haired women as much as the next straight man. However, danger hair, the occasional cybernetic, I can put up with that. Can I get a wolf in here? I can get a wolf in here. I can try to get a wolf in here anyway. Quite enough. But yes, under most circumstances, I am the most vanilla guy on the internet, which I'm actually kind of happy with, because it makes me the one YouTuber on planet Earth who does not have a thing for feet. That is something I will eternally be proud of. Take damage, you absolute whore. Sink 'em, puppies. Gonna bury her under dogs. Many such cases when it comes to white women. Let's try Grindylows, because skeletons I think are a little bit too slow to actually be able to hurt her effectively. Maybe, but you have to remember she's a weird spawned monster and he's a guy from the Middle Ages, basically. His mores probably do not include doing the weird bug woman. Not saying bro's simple or anything, it's just, you know, it's not really a thing they did back then. This is not an isekai. You cannot fix the crazy witch. Usually. Beat her. Oh, you got spawned a bit up there, huh? Just like invulnerable or something? I think she is. Oh no, I shouldn't have gone through the portal. Has she healed? Please tell me she hasn't healed. I may have to do that fight all over again. Well, now I can't see her health bar at all. I think we're gonna have to do the fight all over again. Damn it! Please tell me I've not buggered this completely. May just be refusing Jimmy the hit marker. That's what I'm gonna hope for. Kill it. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna load before we came to Brockmiela in the first place. Hopefully. Hopefully this works. God. Okay. Right to the beginning. Okay. Save game here. I have to load it further back than that. I will be most annoyed. Okay. Get her. Second doggy. Now I'm wishing I hadn't used those Thundercall crystals. It's to save lives, man. The life I intend to be saving is mine. Sure, if I can perma ban her back to the void. I did perma ban her summon. Queen's back, okay. Okay, ephemerite crystals work on her. Not permanently or anything. We wouldn't be so fortunate as to have that happen, of course. Do I have throwing knives? Do have throwing knives, but I also have plenty of concoctions. Then I have bleed concoctions, which I can throw quite a bit more on those at her. More goo, chat! Probably a waste. Where is the other one? I have more splashes. Chill. I wonder if she can't be immune to chill. Throwing knives? Yeah, no, we're gonna reload this. Okay. Try it again. Try it again. Okay. Got all of our summons. Let me get a dog up. Okay. One dog. Rest of the summons are available. Let's go with... What do I want, specifically? I think she's pretty immune to poison, if memory serves me correctly. Which it might not, but I think she's... So is the weird similar to the phenomenon from the witches, the magic allowing monsters to cross over? Kind of, yeah. The weirdness is the primordial... It's more like chaos from Warhammer Fantasy. which is basically what it does in this world. It functions like this world's chaos. It's the primordial force of creation that has, partially because of people, partially because of the very nature of the thing, become very unkind to mortals as a rule. Burn! It So is anything that spawns from it auto evil? Not necessarily. It's kind of like the warp. A lot of 90% of what spawns from it is auto evil. But there are exceptions to the rule, but it is the rule for a reason. Okay, that was going way better. 90% of what spawns from it is auto evil. There's also the realm of the Fae, and the Fae is different. The Fae are their own thing, and they're very, very weird. Our favorite Fae, of course, is Oquin Cinnamon Sage. And he's pretty chill. But yeah, as a rule, most things that come out of the weirdness, not good. Not friendly. Not your friend. Probably wants to eat you. I am gonna try a thing, because these were actually working better than the skeletons, and I think I know why. Why, chat, is very simple. It's because the skeletons have a problem. Their DPS is actually really slow. So instead of them, we're just gonna summon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thus, that can be dedicated to actual magic. For the moment, do I want Merlin's Thorn or Flame Torrent? Probably Flame Torrent, because we're going to try and burn her. Burning requires you to have... Ooh, Thunderstrike, though. It's right there, chat. It's right there. Let me check. What do we got as far as rings here? Physical damage, 5%. Yeah, we want that instead. And then... inventory, armor. We'll leave that where it is, that where it is. Necklace. Do we have... magic regions. We're gonna put ourselves a giant lightning thing there. Because most people have only played Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and they're like, this is like Skyrim. Here you go, this is an Elder Scrolls clone, but it's not really. Even in my review, there are people who are like, you should just go play Enderal instead. It's like, yeah, but this is nothing like that game, though. That is a mod for Skyrim, dude. These are very different. Very different creatures. Get those Grindylows back up. Also, I'm gonna try and equip that sword. Tide Piercer. Grindylows are actually doing a number on her, because they have fairly good DPS. Maybe if Bethesda was still making quality, but definitely not now. Yeah. Like, there's stuff in here that's just a ton of quality of life things that are different. There's a ton of just, like, basic gameplay design choices that are very different. This game is an evolution of the Elder Scrolls philosophy, in a good way. There was a lot more thought put into this game's design, I think, than pretty much in any... any recent Bethesda game. Also, this just has a better gameplay loop. Like, baseline gameplay in this is way better than anything you're going to find in an Elder Scrolls game. Just by mere virtue that it actually has gameplay. Beyond, hey guys, we have a cool world you can go explore. It's like, that's great, but what's your minute-to-minute gameplay like? And in most Elder Scrolls games, that sucks. God, she has a health pool like a tank. Makes sense, she's basically a summoner tank, which is always a fun enemy type to deal with. They are hitting her occasionally. I think it's more they're just stun locking her where she's unable to move. Don't get me wrong, I am grateful for that. That's useful, but I wish they would do a little bit more damage. Do I have... I do have a Razor Splash concoction around here somewhere. Yes, 6 of them, in fact. I think we basically got her flipped at this point as far as like what she's actually able to do. Actually got her stamina down to 0 there, that's nice. Finally! Ah. God! Okay, let's go have a word with Brock. It hurts, man. You could have filled the gap, made peace with the weird, made the bee-woman race from Mortal Kombat. I've got a better option. There are mermaids in this universe, and sea elves, basically. So that's in the DLC, which we will be playing after we finish up the first zone. And they don't look quite so freakish. They don't have weird appendages on places you don't really want appendages. They're a little fishy, but I'll take the fish people over the weird bug people any day of the week. Ah. Kill him. Not yet. I haven't run across any orc women. Closest thing I think would probably be the red caps, but they're a little bit too goblin-y for my taste. Sure, there's someone who's into that, but not really me, my thing.
My name is Brock from Brock Miala. My name is Brock from Brock Miala. My name is Brock from Brock Miala. Oh, it's you.
I've been to Brock Miala. The queen is dead.
Just as I thought.
The buzzing has ceased. For the first time in years, I hear nothing. It's quiet. Such peace. I'd hoped to see you again. This is a great day. I thank you, Liberator of Brockmere. I thank you deeply. I kept something for such an occasion. Please, you should take it. A well-earned reward.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I suppose I'll continue my travels, offering my services wherever they're needed. There is much foul magic in this world, and the weirdness takes many forms. I hope I shall cross paths with somebody I can help. In the meantime, be well, my friend.
I love that he's wearing a medieval beekeeper suit. It's cool. And we've got our new sword. Sting. This is one of the most OP swords in the game, by the way. It is a... Let me unequip that. It is a one hand, but it applies poison on every hit. A beekeeper whose bees got away from him. Went all psycho killer, Cascase. Okay. Yeah, like the sword. Summons in this game are super strong. Summoning is strong. Melee, like if you want to do a melee build, it's strong. This is a game for you, Rez. If you pick it up on sale, I think you'll be very happy with it. Of course, I won't see you for a week afterwards, but I think you'll like it. And you will destroy your own sleep schedule. Just that good. It's a lot of fun. Spine Splitter, Hatchet, keep the Parrying Sword, Hatchet 2. Bear's Paw, we'll keep that. We're going to put the Old Steel Sword away. Just picked that up earlier and not realized it. Battle Axe, put that away. Armor, we'll put that. I think we have... Yeah! E. Okay, we're good. Everything we need. Fast travel. Is there a physical edition? I think there might be. I have not looked into it. I think they sell one, though, on the website, not on Steam. Right. Fast travel. 1 second, chat. Okay. I think I managed to stifle that sneeze. Okay. Quest. That way. Okay.
Nothing ever happens.
Actually, considering all the quests we're going to have to do in here before we can go do the big quest, considering how much I am really missing my pain meds right about now, I am going to probably call it here, chat. I hate to be an old man. I didn't equip that once. I'm retarded. Chat, we're going to... Actually, you know what? We're not doing this. We're not quitting yet. I gotta go. I gotta show you how this works. It's cool. It's a cool sword. Must use cool sword. That, and we'll switch out the parrying sword. We'll take that and put that. There we go. Tide Piercer. It shoots a magical wave. Oh, that does suck. That doth indeed sucketh much, long and hard. So yeah, so how this sword works is it requires you to like actually play like a spell sword. So you have to have some magic to use it, but the power attack does this. It's really cool. See if I can find some bandits down there. Maybe I killed those. I don't know if I did or not. I don't think so. I think they're still alive. Let's go murder them if we can. Yes, we can. They are still alive. As you can see, the power attack is quite strong. Like so. Like so. This is basically the sword from... If you remember the blade from, the Blood Skull blade from Skyrim, that's what this is. Basically. Functions the same. Attack me, damn you.
Someone's out there.
Come on. Damn you! The Grindylows are not going to let me. They punted me off into the ocean. That's the one thing you have to worry about with them. They're a little overzealous occasionally. I might be the Sword Lord of the Goblin Horde, but the Goblin Horde does not always follow exactly its master's commands as its master would prefer them to act. And so their master occasionally ends up very dead because they knocked him off the side of buildings or, you know, knocked him into things. But yeah, it shoots a wave out. It's cute. You can get you can get it to do it like with a stab too. Like this. Charge up and boom! Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. So yeah, we'll be playing around with that next time we stream. So, for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching. Everyone for coming and hanging out. We made some good progress tonight. I will see you all Saturday, probably with some Darktide. Possibly with something else. I may be doing something else, depending on whether or not certain things with the Moonies get sorted. As far as like a new playthrough, we might be starting a new game. Because while I like Darktide, I would like to do some other stuff too. So it may go into rotation. Or this game may go into rotation. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching. I apologize for how low energy and just completely retarded I was tonight. But you know, it is what it is. I will see you all on Saturday. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Pete, Theoretical Nerd, signing off.